I've had this sitting in my library for quite some time now, and I've been extremely curious about it. I'm really digging the music, and I really like the art style. This is Crying Suns. I believe the game has had a few updates by now. When I first got the game, it just read Crying Suns, and now I see there is an addition under it, Last Orders it says. I don't know what that entails. Is this DLC expansion? We are about to find out. Chapter 1, Echoes. Let's start a new run. Where am I?
A dwarf planet on the outer rim. Most call it Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. This, Admiral, is a top-secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces, the one and only of its kind. I am Caliban, its Omni Guardian.
I don't understand.
You have died, Admiral. Or, to put it another way, the true version of you has died. You are his clone, identical to the original Ellis Idaho in every possible way with some minor differences.
When did Admiral Idaho die? How?
Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clones' lives, as interesting as they must be. Extraneous to my directives, I believe. Which leads me to why I've awoken you. You must be curious after all. I need your help.
A machine asking for my help? Now I truly feel strange.
Not just a machine, Admiral. An Omni. Short for Omni, Mechanical, Neo, and Intelligence. Emperor Oberon invented us. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in danger.
In danger? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about?
Once every 4 years, under the most secretive of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped arriving.
So you send the transmission yourself? I don't see the problem.
That's just it. I can't. This facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire, to help keep it a secret. Something is wrong. I am certain of it, and I've awoken you so that we can fly out of here in an Omega-class battleship, no less, and see for ourselves.
We?
I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations.
If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you command the battleship?
Because of Oberon's Rubicon. It prohibits Omnis from commanding battleships. War is a human prerogative. Also, since I can assume the clones here are the best of the best, that would make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job.
I'll do it, machine. For Oberon and the Empire. It's my duty as an Imperial Admiral.
Excellent. Now, just one more thing. Standard operating procedure requires I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories?
Emotional memories?
Any memory linked to a strong emotion like love or hate. These memories, because of their complex neural pathways, will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure.
Then if you would do me the honor of trying to recall one, Any emotional memory will do.
I can't. So much is blared, broken apart.
Don't worry, Admiral. Perfectly normal for this stage. You find rational memories, on the other hand, those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience, almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. Lastly, and this is important, if these emotional memories return, rather when they return, you must tell me immediately. It's important for your safety. Yes, your safety. Do you understand?
I understand.
Perfect. Now, let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? We don't have a moment to waste. And please, Admiral,
What is it now, machine?
call me Caliban.
Is this guy the final boss? Whoa! That is a lot of information! You have 2 officers left to select. Upgrade levels here. Okay, squadrons. I'm not sure what is happening here. Select your officers to start. Normal resources, rewards, and normal enemies. Auxiliary systems. Core systems, subsystems. Am I blind? Is this my ship? Officers! Commandos, trained soldiers that can be sent on expeditions or used during events. Is there supposed to be a tutorial? Like, oh, choose your officer, I have to click on the button. I don't want to talk about it. Don't at me. Arjun Sarkar, Salomon Sokolov, Marcia Oliveira, and Juliana Ito. I have no idea what I need. Thruster boost, squadron speed, 25%. Emergency... Oh, abilities, okay. Emergency repair, hull repair, 0.5 points per second. Is that a good thing? It's pretty good if you think that's happening every 0.5 seconds. Increasing unit ability charge speed by 30% and weapons reload time minus 15%. Do they have any negative traits? Erudition and engineering, fight, and demolition. We will probably need a little bit of everything to keep the balance. Hacking, persuasion. Oh my god, what is this game? I think I'm gonna like this one quite a bit. Squadron speed. I don't know about the hull repair. Should we go with this one? This is also a fighter. Demolition. I like hacking though. How many can I take? Just 2 of them, right? So I have to choose between engineering, demolition, and discretion or persuasion. I think I'll take Ito. Let's go with Ito. Are you guys selected? Perfect. Change battleship. Change it? What do you mean? Squadron docks. Improve squadron's repair time while in hangar by 50% from 60 seconds to 30. We got some drones here. Change your officers. I mean, I just did. Complete chapter 1, complete chapter 2. I mean, I don't think I can do anything with the ship. This is by default the starter kit ship, so I think we're playing with this. We have our officers ready. Battleship is ready to go. I don't think I can upgrade any of the stats right here. Even though I will have to read them at some point after we get some extra ability points or whatever. What do we need for those? Also, can I get some drones, or are these drones already equipped? Alright, no. This is the stuff we already own. We have a fighter, frigate, 2 drones, Pearson Laser Mark 1, and our 2 officers, and I believe we're ready to begin. Low resource rewards and harder enemies, increased resource rewards, and easier enemies. Will we be able to change the difficulty setting any time we want before starting a mission is my question. Because it would be great if I do a starter mission in easy, just to get my groove on and get used to the controls and whatnot, and learn the game, collect some more resources for later. I don't know, we'll see. Let's let's do a normal, and we will go from there. Chapter 1, Echoes.
These are the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral. The farthest sector from the capital that there are. If there was ever a wasteland in the Empire, this would be it. Strange. I'm not picking up other Omnis. Even out there, I should be picking up dozens of them.
Let's try not to overreact, machine. It's probably nothing. The Empire has run flawlessly for how many years now? He's gonna get really upset that I keep calling him Machine. I refuse to call him by his name.
700.
And we'll do so for hundreds more. Now, come on. Let's take a look around. Entrance system. Points of interest. This is our starting point right here. And we are heading off to the Pegasus system. Can I interact with any of this stuff? Bloop! Let's just press some buttons here. Who are these people? Oh, my officers. Hello, ladies. What do we have here, Lieutenant? It appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery, sir.
It's a Neon and Hypercube, Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutrinium from nearby stars. Interesting, if not downright bizarre. This cube isn't connected to the fold net. How could that be? And why aren't there Hypercube Omnis trying to reconnect it as I speak?
Ask Caliban for explanations. Your memory is still blurry, or send a small team to investigate the cube. Listen, I do not trust this thing, okay? He's probably gonna tell us fibs anyway. I think I'm gonna send a small team to investigate the cube. Captain Lynch, form a small squadron. Fly around the cube and tell me what you see. On it, sir. Hold space or left click to fast forward dialogues. No, thank you. Sir, the Omni was right. The cube isn't connected to the fold net. And by the looks of it, hasn't been connected in years. Just a guess here, but I'd say it looks like it's been disconnected for maybe 10, 15 years? 10 or 15 years? At least, could the Empire have, I don't know, disconnected it on purpose?
I don't think so, Admiral. I am not a cube Omni myself, but cubes are complex tech needing constant supervision. Disconnecting it would make that all but impossible.
And the neon levels? Empty, sir. There's no neon here whatsoever. Looks like whoever came before us took all of it. We won't be fueling here. Damn.
The reserves might be empty, but there could still be some residual neon coursing through the cube. I should be able to unlock the final restraints so that we can scavenge the leftovers. It won't be much, but it will help our efforts. There. We should be able to scavenge neon fuel here now, but that'll be the last of it in this cube.
All sands have a neon cube where you have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. Mm-hmm. Weapons. Piercer Laser Mark 1. Deploy on weapon? I guess? Increase the ability charge speed, weapons reload time. Patched. Massive damage bonus versus drones. Melee damage 5. Okay. I can only use one. So let me get this straight. I currently have 2 officers, and I have 3 slots here. I have to choose carefully where to deploy my officers, I take it. So it's either in squadrons, weapons, or hull, right? Let's do one in weapons. Right here. Squadrons or hull. Squadrons. Okay. Not much else I can do right now. I don't think. Scavenge neon. 1 neon fuel recharged. And now? What is this? Improve squadron's repair time while in hangar by 50%. Oh, we saw that one earlier. So what's happening now? What are we doing? I am so confuzzled. Choose your destination. Should we keep scanning or something? I feel like this needs to fill up somehow. I am doing it all wrong. What if I change you up to here? I think we gotta move or something. Let's put you back into weapons, local system map. Sir, battleship, 12 o'clock. What kind of a battleship, Lieutenant? Couldn't say, sir. I've never seen a ship like this in all my service. Incoming transmission.
An Imperial battleship made from Telos Stack. My mouth is watering.
This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, Captain. This is an Imperial sector you find yourself in.
Imperial sector? That's funny, imp.
Prepare to fight. The battle is imminent. Good luck, Admiral. That's an interesting layout. You can deploy your officers during fights. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. All officers can also repair critical effects sustained by any system. There are 3 systems: squadron, weapon, and hull, so be careful where you deploy your officers. Squadrons are essential to protect your battleship and destroy the enemy. To deploy your squadrons, click the plus sign on an empty dock. For now, your second dock will be locked until you have learned the basics. Use your weapons to gain a decisive advantage on the battlefield. Weapons can be deployed by clicking the plus sign, okay? Your neurocom can also accelerate your thoughts to a point where time appears totally still. Press space to enter or exit from a pause. Okay then. I don't want to change anything, I don't think. Can I choose where you guys go, or is it automatic? We have pretty good damage. I suppose I have to move them. Our destination is here. We gotta destroy this bad boy. Okay. Slowly now. No need to rush, I don't think. Hull's looking good. Your weapon has finished charging and is ready to fire. Click on it and choose a target on the battlefield to deal damage to your enemies. Can I reach? Oh! Oh my god! Attack them! In you go, everybody! Am I not attacking? Yeah, there they go! Good job, Admiral. Here is a summary of the battle. We got 58 scrap? Jesus Christ. What was that thing? I don't know, Lieutenant, and I'm not sure I want to either. I don't know what happened with the scanning earlier, because I had this view here, this menu, and then I had the scan thingamajig. Was I supposed to scan more than one time? And was there a different way to do it? I wouldn't know. So, what now? Local system map. Pegasus system. We're heading over to Ragnar 2. An Imperial outpost, sir. It seems abandoned. Any hit signatures?
Not a single one. Seems empty of all human life.
What about an omnipresence? They should be here managing the station, no?
They should, and no, I'm not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger.
Ask Caliban about this Imperial outpost. Try to make contact with the outpost. Send a team of commandos into the outpost for a closer look. Let's make contact. Lieutenant, see if you can make contact with someone, human or not, inside. Of course, Admiral. Sorry, sir. If there's anyone inside, they're not answering.
What do you want to do about this outpost, Admiral?
Oh, I get to try again? Let's ask Caliban this time. What can you tell me about it?
Seems to be just your run-of-the-mill Imperial outpost, Admiral. There are outposts in all Imperial sectors. With the capital, Elysium, so far away, they help keep the peace and maintain order. You must show your military might, so that you don't have to use it, I believe is the thinking. But there's definitely no military might here. What do you want to do?
Send a team. Captain Lean, form a small team and check it out. You got it, sir. Sir, the outpost is empty. Seems it was abandoned years ago. If I had to guess, probably around the time that Hypercube back there was disconnected from the fold net. Looks like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, neon encapsulators, positronic chips, and left the rest behind.
Scavenging Omni parts. Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One the Pragma execute for you.
Hold on, sir, I'm getting a transmission. My commanders have found something. An Omni. Intact from top to bottom. Is it functional? That's negative, sir. It was in a lower level. Guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed high clearance to get them.
Admiral, I can examine it from here if the captain plugs the data pad into the exosoc.
Sure thing, Omni.
Okay, accessing the Omni's mainframe.
And?
Strange. Its exoframe is perfectly intact. It has plenty of neon, and its positronic chip seems to be in place. It should be up and running. I don't get it.
Any idea when to shut down?
According to its chip, 20 years ago.
Roughly the time the Hypercube was unlinked from the fold net.
What do you want to do about the outpost?
Ask Caliban for explanations. Your memory is still blurry. I have some questions, Machine.
What do you want to know?
Ask about Neon. Tell me about Neon.
Hundreds of years ago, pre-Omni times, the first advanced machines discovered the existence of the final element, neutrinium, which exists usually but not always in stars. Neutrinium is extremely volatile in its natural state, but these advanced machines stabilized and improved upon it, providing the most powerful and longest-lasting energy source yet, neo-neutrinium, or Neo-N. Neon in turn allowed these first machines to create an even more advanced machine, the Omni, an acronym for Omni Mechanical Neon Intelligence.
But I thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis.
I did. You're absolutely right. But technically, it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to their creation of Neon, invented the Omnis. Neon, in its refined state, is the perfect energy source, stable and almost boundless in its energy yield. As a result, it's used in just about all Omni tech as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. Lastly, what's important about Neon is that our very own battleship, the NS Odysseus, uses it, and without it, we can't go anywhere.
Ask if Caliban can reactivate the Omni.
Unfortunately, no. Only Omni owners can do that. Besides, the Omni isn't just in sleep mode, it's been shut down.
What about the positronic chip? Another Omni invention, I'm guessing.
Actually, no. Your kind invented this, as incredible as that is. Specifically, Emperor Oberon. The positronic chip serves several purposes. 1. It contains the Rubicon. And 2. It dictates Omni functionality. My functions are specific to Gehenna and as such, are different from the functions of other Omnis, whether they be Imperial Outpost Omnis like the Omni here, Folder Omnis, Cube Omnis, Medical Omnis, Teacher Omnis, or the hundred of other kind of Omnis that exist in the Empire. Lastly, the positronic chip gives Omni quantum computing capabilities. It's what allows us to be so much smarter than you. Positronic chips are produced and distributed near Elysium. Of course, that's by design, so that Oberon can closely monitor the positronic quota. Simply put, without a positronic chip, an Omni is little more than its exoframe.
What about the Rubicon?
The Rubicon is a set of rules enforced at a very low level, ensuring that Omnis don't harm humans and don't deviate from their missions.
Suppose an Omni disobeyed its Rubicon. What would happen then?
Well, that is quite rare, but unfortunately there are examples of this occurring in the early days. But if that happens, then the chip would deactivate and trigger a self-termination feature in the Omni.
Omni suicide?
It's just a feature, Admiral. A rarely activated feature.
We asked about that. We did ask about the quota.
Yes. So as to maintain perpetual harmony in the Empire, Oberon created a quota. Depending on your house and whether it's minor or major, you receive a certain number of chips every 10 years.
Who received the most chips?
House Tellus, of course, Oberon's house. Our house.
And the fewest?
One of the minor houses. Vicarelli. They have a pitiful quota. Embarrassing, really. I'd hate to be a Vicarelli Omni. What do you want to know?
That's it for now. I know enough for now, machine.
It could be a good time to take a break. I agree. What do you want to do about the outpost?
Wait, are we done here? We asked everything? We asked about that, the Rubicon, no. Let's move on. Okay, machine, I'll admit it. Something is wrong. at least in the outer rim.
I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship heuristics are detecting an anomaly at our next destination.
An anomaly, you say? I love anomalies.
Anomaly signals are the riskiest events you'll encounter, offering very positive or very negative outcomes. You won't know which type of event it is, negative or positive, until arriving at the signal source. That the one? Yeah. Let's go. It's one of those creatures again, sir. Maybe this one will be friendly.
Nice ship you got there. I'm gonna enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies.
His name is Stuck. Step bro, I'm stuck. You're going down, whatever you are. Prepare to fight. Let's kick their asses. Its basic squadron type, frigates, drones, and fighters, is best suited to fight against a particular squadron, providing it with a massive damage bonus, if properly matched. Be sure to find out a unit's strengths and weaknesses before deploying it. Yeah, okay. Squadrons. I mean, I only have one. Is this even equipped? I hope so. What are they deploying? Let's get our boys out, come on. They're already missing like half of their health. Rip them apart. 2 more seconds. Let's head over here-ish. Get ready to shoot them! Nice. Oh, this is just the hull. Perhaps I should be focusing on squadrons with our big-ass weapon. Victory! And we got a fighter Mark 1.
Thought we had yet another brush with death. At least our scanner detected the anomaly this time.
Tell me more about this anomalies machine.
Anomalies are destination with a higher than normal probability of being very negative or very positive. Unfortunately, we won't know what kind of outcome to expect until we arrive at the source's signal. You could say investigating anomaly signals is a bit of a gamble.
Good to know. Come on, there's gotta be someone around here who can tell us what's going on. What do I do? Do we move on or do we keep searching here? What is your destination? Oh. That the one? I'm currently here, and we're looking to see into this thingamajig. Is it? Is it the one I'm seeing here? No, 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 don't leave. Ah, shit. I think I have made a huge mistake. I thought this was the anomaly. Fucking hell. There would appear to be a small colony on this planet, Admiral. Maybe we can finally get some answers.
I'm also detecting a ground signal roughly 1,000 kilometers from the colony. Could be worth investigating with an expedition.
Hello? Is anyone there? This is Admiral Ellis Idaho of the Imperial Fleet.
I am Tygan Bowie, the leader of my small colony. What can we do for you, Admiral? If it's scrap you're looking for, I'm sorry, but we have none to spare.
Scrap? We're here to find out what's going on in these sectors.
I don't understand.
We've yet to encounter a single active Omni, and 2 enemy battleships have engaged us.
Is this some sort of sick joke, Admiral? The Omnis shut down.
Impossible.
The Omnis shut down in those sectors. And when they did, so did all of the tech. It can run without them.
How? When?
I have no idea how it happened. I'm not sure if an Oberon does. It's truly the great mystery of our time. As for the when, 20 years ago, we relied on them for everything: food, medicine, weather. It's hard to give accurate numbers, but maybe 75% of the population here died in the first 5 years alone. Now, who knows how many of us are left? 10%. Less.
Learn about scrap. You mentioned something called scrap. Can you tell me more about this?
Well, now that the Omnis have been inactive for so long, Imperial Sol, the former currency, no longer holds value of any sort. The only thing that does is scrap. Remnants of Omnitech's metals, ship materials, and neon are energy source. As Omni's tech becomes scarcer, which has over the last 20 years its value has appreciated, causing people to act in increasingly desperate and violent ways to get it. That's why scrappers want to destroy your ship so much. It's so they can collect its broken down parts and sell them, just so they can prolong their miserable lives. But it's not just the scrappers and the pirates who desire the stuff. It's just that most of us common folk aren't willing to kill for it, at least not yet. Is there something else you want to know?
Ask how can you help their planets and the people of these sectors?
Defeating the scrappers would be a nice start. Things would look a whole lot better with those scum out of the way.
Scrappers?
Don't tell me you don't know about them either. It's like you've been living this entire time on an inhabited planet on the edge of the Outer Rim. The scrappers are a group of hideous, irradiated scavengers who collect leftover Omnitech and neon. When the Omnis shut down, causing the Foldnet to collapse in our sectors, they were the ones who took over in the chaos. They're not the only rotten apples around here with your pirates and your occasional crazy civilian, but they're definitely the worst.
They defeated the Imperial ships. How? Tell us tech second to none. Imperial captains are trained at the academy.
True, but the scrapper battleships wore them down. Picked off one here, another there. It was a war of attrition. Plus, the Empire couldn't send reinforcements. Not without folded down, you see. I hate to say it, but I think it's just a matter of time before they make slaves of us all. But even if you beat them, even if you beat Mother, it won't change anything. The way we're going 10, 15 years from now, with all the hardships we're experiencing, will be gone. All of us. Unless...
Unless what?
You somehow reactivate the Omnis. Turn them back on again, the ones that haven't been scavenged for their parts, that is. That's the only way to save us.
Ask how he thinks you can turn the Omnis back on. How do we do that?
You're asking the wrong guy, I'm afraid. As I said, no one knows who or what shut them down. You have to solve that mystery on your own. And once you do, you'll still have to find a way to turn them back on, which might be another thing altogether.
But where should we start?
I hate to say it, but Mother is probably your best bet. I mean, she benefited to the most from them shutting down in this cluster, didn't she? Then again, there are a lot of theories out there about who or what is responsible for this. Anything else?
Ask about Mother. Mother?
You really don't want to know, Admiral. For some reason, that's what they call her, their leader. Mother, Mom, Mommy. It's all very upsetting. From what I gather, she was the one who started the Scrappers, fostering a punk, nihilistic scavenging philosophy among their sordid ranks. And who makes up her ranks? Former Imperial prisoners, I think. The worst of the worst. When the Omnis shut down, the prisoners escaped from their Omni run. Prisons and psychiatric stations. Mother loves her tech, specially housed Telostech, like the battleship you have. And she and the boys who work for her will kill you for it, and enjoy doing it too. She's been terrorizing these sectors for years now, enslaving men and women to bolster her numbers and make them into her playthings and baby makers, as she calls them. Jesus. Ask about the playthings and the baby makers. You don't want to know who they are, but since you asked, the playthings are Mother's sex slaves, and the baby makers are, what she uses to make babies. Make babies? Scrappers often die young from their exposure to neon, as they should. Thank Oberon for that. Mother uses her baby makers to keep the scrapper numbers growing. She supposedly has breeding stations spread throughout these sectors. Frankly, I can't imagine a worse place. We'll do everything we can to stop these monsters. You have my word. Is there anything else? I need to pee. I don't want to know more about this right now. I don't blame you. It's not exactly for the faint of heart. Ask about the theories regarding the shutdown of the Omnis. What theories have you heard about the shutdown? I've heard a few, Admiral. Even in times of starvation, people like to gossip. Probably the most popular around here is the Omnivirus theory, which is that somehow the Omnis got some kind of machine virus that quickly spread and ultimately shut them down. But that theory doesn't hold water for me. Why not? It doesn't explain how or why they all shut down at the same time, which, they seemingly did around here. One moment they were working, doing what they've always done, making our lives easier, and the next they weren't. I don't know of any virus that can do that, do you? What other theories have you heard? Well, after that, you've got your less credible theories. Such as? Well, you've got your Omni-mass suicide theory that states that the Omnis upset over their role in the Empire somehow found a way to shut themselves down, to kill themselves because they no longer wanted to live. And you've got your Omni-rapture theory, which is that the Omnis left this realm to go to a heavenly realm. This theory popular among certain fringe religious groups. Whack jobs if you ask me. And last but not least, you've got your alien shutdown theory, which is hostile aliens from another galaxy, or is it another dimension, who shut down all of our Omnis so that they could easily conquer us. The big problem with that theory is that as far as I know, the hostile aliens never showed up. And what do you think? Me? I think we never should have become so dependent on the things in the first place. That's what I think. Anything else? That is all. I promise. In the name of Oberon, we'll take care of these scrappers and get your Omnis up and running again. You say that, Admiral, but you'll fail or you'll stop trying sooner or later. Or worse yet, you'll die. But take this neon, Admiral. We have plenty at that moment. I have a feeling you'll need it. And like I said, I know it's not the bravest thing to do, but it's best if you hide. You live longer that way. Thanks, old man. Jesus! Learn about the shutdown with Bowie. End of transmission, sir.
Do Do you believe what he said, Admiral?
Unfortunately, yes. It explains everything we've seen so far. The Omnis shut down in the Outer Rim, and so did their tech, including the cluster's folder. That's why those scrappers now run things here. So what do we do now, sir? First thing we need to do is find this mother. As Bowie said, if she didn't shut the Omnis down, chances are she knows who or what did.
If you want to move on, Admiral, open the star map and choose our next system.
Alright.
Otherwise, you might want to stay and check out this ground signal I was telling you about. Could be a good opportunity to gather some resources and put your commandos to use.
Now that you have learned the basics, your second dock has been unlocked. Remember to make good use of it while commanding your squadrons. A numeric advantage is often a turning point in battle. You can access the expedition dashboard here. Ow, I just punched my microphone. I'm so sorry about that. Yes, but can I save my game? Does it save? I don't know. I don't see a save thingy here, right? Right? It probably saves every checkpoint, so we should be good. I don't want the first episode to be too long. We're still in the tutorial. I think I might give this game another chance because so far I like what I'm seeing. There's a lot of reading involved and not feeling very well. Well, yeah, it's very taxing on my throat and my voice, but I'm digging this. I like it. I feel like we've made a few mistakes here and there, maybe misclicked and missed a few opportunities to scavenge or scan or do something interesting with the planets we discovered. But we will see. We'll learn. We will learn as we go. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you on the next episode of either this or something else. I do not know. Thank you everybody for watching. Have fun whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.